Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. As you can see, I've got two Mark 1 Escorts, an old gold Mark 1 Escort, one at first releases, and then Mark 1 Escort Fast and Furious version. This one is, well, it's been chipped with DPR, digital plug ready, with a chip, and I've rewired it inside to take so the lights lit all the time while it's on digital. And this Mark 1 Escort is one that I've hardwired. I've fitted a retro chip for an F1 C7005 chip that I've fitted, and I've wired that one up so the lights lit all the time. As you can see, I think it looks pretty cool. Red LEDs at back for the rear lights. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this tutorial video, of how to permanently wire the lights. So when they're on digital, it's permanently lit up. I'm going to show you on this Dodge Charger, the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. This one is not lit up at the minute. There's no lights. And I'm going to go through it as it is. So, no editing, no messing about. This video is going to be done. As long as it takes me to do it, this is how long the video is going to be. So I'll just put it on my bench and get sorted out. Right, all set up. I've had my soldering iron. My soldering iron's been on a while, so that's nice and warm. Got a 40 watt and a 25 watt soldering iron warming up. Right, so she does get a bit of use, this charger, so she's a bit filthy. It's got these under the 4 body screws. As you can tell, it's a long chassis. Good fun, this car, really good fun to run. Pretty quick, very tail happy. I've just been to the model shop today and bought this white kit. It's a Scalextric kit. I think it's a while old. I don't think they do those anymore. But it's brand new, never been used. But it's got 3 motors in the kit: a 20,000, a 25,000, and a 30,000 RPM motor. Now, I fitted a 30,000 RPM motor in my Porsche 9, in the 9, I'm not sure what number it is now, but in the Porsche it's the Le Mans 24-hour version. Right, that's a chassis. As you can tell, it's filthy. I've been using it. She does run, she's quick, she's a quick motor. Let's get my dust brush out. What I use is a wallpaper brush. Nice soft bristles. Just dust it through. Right. So first job is these 2 red lights to your main circuit board there, and we've got some red lights here, some red and black wire to rear red lights. Now these are not going to reach all the way up here, so what I think I'll have to do is I have to take them wires out and extend, put some new wires into the circuit board so they can reach up here, up to the front here. What I'm going to do first job is cut the red and black. Be very careful not, you cut it level with bottom of plug, just there. Be very careful that you don't cut any other wires. That's last thing you want to be doing, is cutting extra wires that you don't really want to cut. Cut that red one as well. So I'll cut these two off here. I'll cut that one off just there, and I'll cut that one just there. Right. We'll put this in vise. In fact, I've changed my mind. What we'll do is I'll just extend these wires. Got a nice piece of silicone wire here. Nice thin piece. That I can just extend into that piece. And then that'll run down. And the red piece here. In fact, I'll just change them out properly. I'll just change them completely. So I'll grip that in my vise, like so. It's only model maker's vices, nice and tiny. Be very careful with this, and grip it across the sides that way, so that you don't break any of the metal work on circuit board. Measure my length out to the back of the car, to the front of the car. Just bear that end back. So you've got a small amount of wire at the end. And just tin that off. Get my big 40-watt iron. So now with this 25-watt iron, it's a lot smaller tip. Just clean that end off. Just move you down here so you can see what I'm doing. I'll just tease that out. So all I'm doing is just teasing that wire out. So I'm just going to put my tip of my iron on there, let the heat build up, pull the wire out, and as long as new wire we've just done, put that in your circuit board in your hole in the back. That fits in there, and just let your heat build back up, and let's push that back through. Redo that. There we go. You see how it drew it through? Put gentle pressure with my left hand on the wire. Warm the solder up slightly with a very small tip, and just glide straight through nicely. And then we can snip the end off. So it leaves you with a longer wire for your red lights, for rear lights. I'll do the same for the red side. Put the circuit board in the middle at vice, just nip it so it's nice and steady, nice and tight, but not too tight so you damage it. I'll just tin this wire. Tinning just means getting solder on it. You're just putting solder on wire so that you can so that it'll take, solder will take to it. Dip it in liquid flux to get the flux on it, so when you warm it up, when you put solder on it, the flux acid, it runs down the cable, cleans all the cable, so the solder flows into the cable. And that's all cleaned off. Same thing again, just there. Warm that up, pull that out. You've got your hole in the back of your circuit board. You shove your wire into that hole, warm your solder up, and your wire pulls, you push your wire through into the back of your board. And then, as you can see, that's a little bit close and it's too much, so what I'll do is I'll just trim that off. That's now trimmed off, and now I've got two nice long wires to run length of the car to wire up to your front pickups. So I'll just bear these back and we'll test it on the track. Digital track has got a permanent signal. You've got permanent power going through the track all the time. when you decide when you want power to go from your with your controller, you want it to go faster, you pull your power and it sends a signal. Your power base sends a signal to the chip of the car to give it more power. So that's me wire, me lights, and my extended wire. There we go, both working. Let's put you back up here. Right, so now I've done that, I can put my light board back in to my chassis. So we want red to red from your back light board and your front light board. I'll just bear that back a little bit. This chassis, there's plenty of room in this bodywork to take on. There's plenty of room in this bodywork to take longer wires. So with this particular one, you haven't got to worry about how much room you're taking up. So what I'll do is trim that off. So that's roughly the same length. And I'll trim that one back to that. And I'll twist this pair together. So this pair, that's now together. So on your track, your left hand lane is your positive side. On your lanes, on your track, your rails of your lanes, the left hand lane is positive and the right hand lane is your return, is your negative. So be really careful when you bear these wires back. So I've bared those. Right, so now they're joined into the red. So I'll just get a bit of, I'll dip my solder in my flux, my liquid flux, drop that onto my board, onto my wires, that liquid flux onto my wires there, and carefully, you don't breathe that smoke in, stay away from all that smoke. And I'll just tin that. You can hear it fizzle the solder, the flux. That's one wire connected. Just do the same with negative. I'm pushing negative wires on this chassis. I'm pushing wires under that capacitor there, so that they can hold that down, they can hold that wiring down. So my black wire and my black wire, let's bear that back. Twist that pair together. That's your blacks together, both blacks together. And your negative, it's your right hand rail. That's your green wire. spare that copper wire back, put it back a little bit more, and then wrap that round. Then solder that up. I'll do it left-handed. Right. So that's that. Got a digital chip in it, and DPI digital chip already. Got to be careful to not get any soldage up onto that board while it's in. If you're not very confident, you can pull it out, pull the board out once you've got your right wire length. You know, we'll just wrap a bit of insulation tape around so it doesn't short out. Don't look the prettiest of jobs, that insulation tape, but it will do for now. Same on negative. Right, so we can try that now. And blades aren't very good. So as you can see, that's them working. Front lights are lit, back lights are lit, like those two are. Not every light boards, not all the light boards are all them minute LEDs. The ones in these Escorts are actually proper LEDs on front lights. So I'll just stick it back on there. So what I'll do is, the other things I do with my cars to make them run smoother, it's got a Gauge Master oil pen. Modern Railway guys have used these just to oil the bushes on the locos and the wheels. So just a couple of drops, one on each bush, that'll do, and then one on motor, another one in other bush motor at the other end. Put that back in my stand, run that round a bit. You can see because it's got the gear on the side, you can see how much crap and dust and that gets in that side there, which is quite a bit really. Say I'm not a carpet racer, I've got a layout, it's not on carpet, they do get, it still gets dirty. Right, so I'll stick body back on it. Right, that's back in chassis now. And put my screws back in. And you can do this system. I've just done that. You can do that on virtually every scale electric car. Anything with lights, as long as you run it in digital. When you run it in digital, that's how it works with that. That's why they work all the time. When you go into analog, they just don't work until you pull the trigger. As your normal analog lights, that's how your normal analog lights work. And we're going to put it on the track. And there you go, that's the two together. The Fast and Furious Charger and Fast and Furious Escort. All done, completed. Permanent working lights.